Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, The Emotional People. From today, we are going to start something new for you, something quite interesting, which you must not have expected. From this week, I have a guest, I have an expert, I have a mental health and life coach expert, Nidhi Karya. She is going to join me from today for the next couple of series, where we are going to talk about mental health, its significance and impact in detail. So let's get going. First of all, welcome Nidhi to the show.
Hi, Mani. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you. So Nidhi, the first thing that comes to my mind, which I want to ask you today, is what is mental health? What do you think is the mental health for our listeners who want to understand the basics?
Okay, so when we say mental health, it always starts with some kind of fitness. So when you say health is always related to fitness. So now let me take you through two phases of fitness. First one is your emotional fitness. So I think nobody better than you would be, relating emotional fitness.
Yeah.
And so we have got physical fitness. Now, for me, emotional fitness is easy. Now, when I say easy, it's E stands for energetic, A stands for adaptable, S stands for swiftness, and Y stands for yearning.
Wow.
So let me now connect the emotional fitness aspect with physical fitness. So when I say energetic, your mind should be energetic, active. There should be strength. There should be vigor in your mind. Now, similarly, the same thing happens with our physical fitness. So when I tell you, okay, Mani, let's move out, let's jog, let's run, let's do exercise, and you've just come out of the, a very hectic schedule, and you come and you say that, okay, we're supposed to walk. That energy level, your mind energy level has gone down, your physical energy level has gone down. Now, when I tell you to do exercise, it will be like, oh God, I won't be able to do.
Absolutely.
So similar thing is with your mental energy level and your emotional energy level. Everything goes down when you are tired, when you are not energetic, not active mainly. For anything, for your fitness, the first aspect for both your emotional fitness and your physical fitness should be your energy. You should always be energetic, active, always thinking and doing something. So that's the first step. The second step would be adaptability. So you should be very adaptable. If you just confine yourself towards something, or around something that I want to be doing just this. This makes me comfortable. This makes me feel, in my shell, I'm very happy. So when you start doing that, you are not being adaptable to things. It should be like you should be controlling things, So similarly, you should be controlling your mind. There should be an immediate shift in emotions. So here, let me bring an example. So when I'm saying that, there should be an immediate shift. Say for example, I'm going, to buy, say, vegetable in the market. And I say, okay, I start bargaining. No, just for 2 rupees maybe. No, this shouldn't be 17 rupees. Give me for 15 rupees. And then immediately I see a beggar just besides that vegetable vendor. And the 2 rupees that I saved, I give to the beggar. So that was an immediate shift. Once I was concentrating on bargaining, and the very next moment, I took that money and I gave it to the beggar. So that's how even your mental shift should be, your mental psyche should be, Same way, when I'm doing a physical exercise, if I'm continuously doing crunches, my body will not accept it. It needs variety. Someday I just walk. Someday, I do some other exercise. That's how adaptability works. So that's how my fitness level, it goes up. Your emotional fitness also goes up because your mind is adaptable now. You are doing certain things in you're not doing certain things in certain way. You are bringing dynamics in your lifestyle. Then the third one is swiftness. Now, swiftness, so when I say exercise, when I say physical activity, it'll be like, I have to be swift. Otherwise, then I myself will get bored. My body will like, oh God, what am I doing? I mean, it's so slow. So you have to be very swift. Similarly, with your mind, with your emotions, you should come up with a solution very quickly. So if I'm saying I just sit and think for, on one thing probably for years, it'll go like, your mind will not support you at that point in time. You have to be very active, adaptable, and then the swiftness that, I have to come up with a solution. Come on, let me be resourceful. How can I be more resourceful and be very swift in getting solution for myself? When that attitude comes in, your fitness automatically starts building. Your emotions automatically starts giving you more support, more strength, in other words. And the last word for yearning, which I personally feel is the most important thing. So, maybe you might be energetic, you might be adaptable, you might be very swift. These things probably, for many of us might come as a natural thing within us. But the last one which I'm going to talk about will never come naturally. It has to come, you have to literally take efforts for doing that. And that's yearning. Now, what's yearning? Yearning is the urge, the desire to know more. So when I'm saying I want to do physical exercise, I'll say, I should have that desire that, okay, I want to become fit. Similarly, with my emotions, with my mind, I should have that desire that, I want to become emotionally fit without giving any excuses. Okay, we all know how things happen. When we decide to do something, it goes on and on. So today we decide tomorrow I'm going to work out. That tomorrow never comes. So similarly, with our emotions, with our mental stability, we say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do meditation. Tomorrow I'll do certain things. I'll speak to certain people, who are which will help me to grow my mental strength, my mental ability. But then, we become lazy and say, okay, let's do it some other time. Yeah, I don't have time right now. I'm doing something else. So that factor, you should just park aside and start being more and more desired to learn something, to make yourself more fit, both physically and mentally. So yes, according to me, both physical and mental strength is important. Your emotional strength is important, but remember that a physically disabled person can still be mentally strong, but emotionally broken person, a mentally not a strong person cannot be physically fit. So somehow, somewhere, he will falter. But vice versa will never happen. Emotionally strong person will, if he desires, see, everything depends upon the desire. So he will, or that thing will always be there. That if he wants to do something, he will do something. So your mental health is extremely important in that point of view.
Yes. Amazing, Nidhi. I mean, just for the mental health, you briefly described in this easy principle. I simply loved it. The easy was very easy with each of them abbreviating, and then you abbreviated everything in detail. So I'm sure the listeners who are listening would have got the simple concept of what is mental health in its true self with the simple way in which you articulated. And yes, we closely relate to it because I work in the area of the emotional health, and you were talking about the mental health, and these two go hand in hand in every aspect of life for an overall well-being. So I know there are a lot of things that we want to talk about, and there are a lot of interesting questions that I want to put forth to you, but not everything today. I think we'll keep it as a series, following which every week we'll try to pick up an interesting topic like this, and then we'll simplify it for people. We'll make it in an easy manner so that the listeners get to understand what is the mental health and emotional health and the significance of it in today's world. So thank you, Nidhi, for today's time, and I'm sure we'll meet up again. We are going to catch up and let's continue this series. And for all the listeners, do continue to listen every Wednesday to the podcast of the Emotional People, wherein we are going to continue this series and bringing in a lot of interesting aspects of mental health and you will hear from Nidhi directly. So thank you for today. Thank you for listening and stay tuned. Bye-bye.